Hey everybody, it's Ty from K2 Data Science and Engineering. In this video, we're going to combine all of the code we built over the last few videos, and we're going to display the tweets in a Flask app, so it's a viewable dashboard. Let's review the pipeline to see where we are. So we've gone through all the steps of the pipeline, and now we're on the last box. We're going to build the dashboard. We're going to be using Flask. It's going to be a very simple app and really just importing in the other classes we've done. We've done all the heavy lifting, so it'll be really short and simple. Let us take a look at the code. Okay, so we have our Flask folder. We have the static folder, which are styles, templates folder with the index.html, and then we have our Python files. We have our filter, tweet, store, and twatcher stands for tweet watcher. And this is all it is. This is our Flask app. We're just bringing in Flask and render template, and then we're bringing in our tweet store class. So we create an instance of Flask, then we create an instance of our tweet store, then we just have an index route with our associated method, and then all we do is run the method tweets on the instance. So remember what tweets does, it gets the last 15 tweets, iterates through them, loads them, JSON, converts it to a Python object, and then instantiates a tweet object, and then appends it to this list and returns it. So this is going to be a list of the last 15 tweets, and they'll all be of a instance of the tweet class. So we have access to those special helper functions. And then all we do is render the template, index.html, and then send tweets to it. And the index.html, we can take a look. So just some specific things with linking to files. And then you'll notice here is the logic. So we do a for loop for the tweet in tweets, and then we have a conditional class here. So we say put the class positive if the tweet data.polarity is greater than 0, and then negative if it's not. And then here we have the filtered text method, and then we have this flag here. We have a vertical bar and then safe, so that lets us know that we can print out raw HTML, because remember we edit the text and make links clickable, and then we add highlights to the brands. Then later on we have the alt tag for the image. We put the username and then link to that URL image. Last section is just the person's name and then a link to their profile. So we use that method as well here to create the link to their profile and show their username. And on the bottom, I didn't end up building any complex logic. I just kept the refresh button. It just goes and reloads the page and gets the latest 15 tweets. If you want to get more complex about it, you could add Ajax and do requests. So you could just pull and append the additional tweets and then update the front end. But that's basically all in the index. And then I think the styles pretty much the same. Did I add anything? Oh, I added the image. I added border radius so it makes the images round. You'll see how that comes out in the front end. When we take a look at it, just makes the profile images look better. And I believe that's it. Okay, so why don't we run this Flask app and see how it looks. Bring the command line over. Now you'll see I'm also running the Redis server, and then I'm also running the Twitter filter. I've kept it running for maybe about half an hour, just so it can get tweets, because these brands aren't necessarily that popular. They might be more popular on Instagram, so it might take you a while, or you can simply just change up the brand names to bigger brands. We can simply run the Flask app, and then we can bring in our browser and you'll see we have the working filter. So we have it, and then it's highlighting Warby Parker. It's also linking to the tweets. And then you can see the person's name, image, and a link to their profile. See Warby Parker, Allbirds, Casper. Not sure what happened here. Oh, and then you can also see positive, and then positive, negative. Let's see what happened here. There's nothing highlighted. So I can check the tweet. So this is something that we might go back and fix. It looks like with the Twitter stream, it's being truncated, the actual full text, so it's only showing this part of the text, but here is one of the brand's bonobos. So we might want to look into that, so how we can get the full text instead of the truncated version. See the ... And then you also notice another issue we have here is with lowercase. So if it doesn't match exactly the type of text, then it doesn't highlight it. So that's what I was alluding to earlier. I just used Python string methods. We'd probably want to use some more advanced regex, or maybe one easy way to do it, you could just lowercase everything and then match it. But I just wanted to retain the original vibe from each text, so I just left it like that. But there's a couple ways to go about it where you could match all sorts of permutations, whether it's the first letter's uppercase, if it's 2 words, lowercase. For example, someone could write $shave club, but then the S and the C could be lowercase. There's all these edge cases. And then refresh simply just refreshes the page, and it will just pull up if there's anything extra. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything put together. In the next and last video of the series, we'll talk about next steps. So how could we make this project better, more interesting, more software engineering heavy, if you will. Stay tuned.